Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with a true legend this evening. Check this one out. This is the famous, the legendary Midway's 1976, way back in the 70s, Seawolf. Check it out. We bought this game several years ago and it's been sitting around in storage and we never really took the time to fix it until this week, and we finally got it out, went through it and got it working. It's back alive. It cooperated pretty well. So this is a 40-year-old game. We're filming this in 2016 that is still functioning with all the original stuff. Of course we repaired it, but it's the original stuff. So just a super interesting cabinet and game design. One of the things about the 70s games that I love is just the way they designed all of the cabinets to be individual, one-of-a-kind cabinets. So this was the only game that had this cabinet, and these were designed to last a couple years, and then they assumed that you'd throw them away or get rid of them. And luckily they didn't get rid of this one, whoever had it. I don't even remember where we picked it up, to be honest, but we've had it quite a while, but really cool to see it come back. Midway made this. This was before Space Invaders. Really cool artwork on the front. The cabinet on this particular one is all faded and the art's flaking a little bit. This is just a painted cabinet. So it's got the artwork just painted right on the wood. So there's a submarine, of course. A lot of fishy water looking action. There's another submarine. So you can see all the wear all over the cabinet. We've cleaned it up pretty well, where it's pretty clean. So it's not disgusting or anything. It just looks like it's got 40 years worth of wear on it, where a lot of people have played it. And so there was a game called Periscope way back in the day that this was kind of based on, and this was Midway's version of Periscope, in which they had the audacity to use a black and white monitor in it. Check this out. So the top, I'm sure that's playing with the film there, that pattern, but there's the speakers right here. And then check out this little button. Press to clear high score. I do not understand the function of that. I don't know why they did that, but you can turn that on and off with the dip switches on the board. If someone has a high score on the game, like if on the screen, see how it says high score is 0? If someone has a high score on the game, like if it says 5800, if you hit that button, it disappears. I don't know why they did that. I guess they figured if you lost it, maybe you'd put another quarterback in it. And this is 10, by the way. Very cool. It's got a little wear on the front of it there. Nothing major though. Looks nice. More boats and ships. And so this is actually a fake speaker here. And then you've got kind of the view through the periscope, supposedly. And then some fake lights. All 70s games had fake lights. I don't know why they ever got away from that. They should have kept that. So inside of the game is a monitor, so bystanders can stand around and kind of watch what's going on. Oh, we got them. There's a black light in there that you can see illuminating the top here, but it's illuminating the inside of the cabinet. If you look on the sides of the cabinet, there's luminescent art, just to kind of add to it a little bit. And then down here at the bottom, you have a lighted bezel that kind of tells you what's going on. So it says, score values: firefighters, 100 points; warships, 300 points; and the PT boat, 700 points. The PT boat is annoying as hell. It's like this really sound, just sounds really annoying. It's like Jim Carrey, most annoying sound in the world annoying. Instructions. Aim periscope to lead ship. Press switch to fire torpedo. Four torpedoes per firing cycle as indicated through periscope viewer. Refire after load period. So basically, you can't just shoot non-stop. You shoot 4 of them and then it stops and says reload, and then it takes a couple seconds to reload. That which they call the load period. Avoid hitting floating mines, because I think it just, I don't think you get any points for that. I think if you hit the mine, it just wastes one of your torpedoes. Keep firing until timer reaches 0. Extended time for a score of, and you can see it's been written in there, 7,000. So if you get, it's actually lower than that. I can't remember what we set it on, but it may be as low as 3,000. But if you get to a certain score and you run out of time, it actually gives you more time. And so you've got kind of a radar thing there, and then you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 that represents the 4 torpedoes. Oops, sorry. And you've got this here. So check it out. Now on these early Midway games, on the door, it actually had the start button on the door. Press. I guess we should spin that around, but basically that is the start button. So if you put a quarter in, it starts the game. If you press that button, like, so if you have more than one, like say you put 50 cents in, it'll start one game, and then after the one game's over, it'll go back into the track mode, but it'll have a credit on it. So if you hit start, it'll start it. But usually you just start it by putting a quarter in. And then one of the interesting things about this particular game is that you have to look through this periscope, of course. And when you look through it, let me see if I can get it to show you what's going on. Yeah, you can see it. See the crosshairs there in the middle? That's what you see through the periscope. You also see the explosion lights, and you see the, and as you can see, that moves as you move the periscope. And so you can see the explosion lights, and you can also see how many torpedoes you have left, etc., etc. But the problem was that kids weren't tall enough to reach it. Some of them, right? So they built this little step into the cabinet, and that step you can push in and pull out. So if you're tall and it's in the way, you can get rid of it. But if just a little kid's playing it, they can stand on that step, which will boost them up a little higher so they can see through the periscope. So pretty neat little design. And like I said, you can push that in or pull it out. We have it pulled out just to show off that it still has the step on it. But whenever we went through this, we rebuilt the power supply and got it where all the voltages were proper. And then we rebuilt the game board and had to burn new ROMs for it, update that. So usually it used 4 original ROMs. Now we've got it using 2 ROMs. We were able to use bigger ones that to combine the code into it. It's running the original ROM and everything, of course. And then we had to repair the daughter board, which makes some of the lights work and things like that. And we had a little bit of problem with the sound. There's a separate soundboard in it, so we rebuilt the soundboard, adjusted all of that, and then you have to rebuild the monitor. So we took the monitor out, rebuilt it, adjusted it to get it where it was in the right spot on the screen. The monitor in this particular one, the image is a little bit bigger than it was supposed to be originally, but the issue that we had was, since that black light is shining on the monitor, see how you can see the background? The background's gray looking. Monitors, usually you don't want them to be like that whenever it's black, but since that light is shining on it, it just makes it look like that all the time. Well, the problem that runs in, that gives you, is that you can see all of the burn-in on the monitor. So see how it says Seawolf, and it says insert coin, and it says high score? Well, all of that is in the exact same spot all the time. And so since it has actually burned the phosphor on the tube to where you can read it even when that text isn't there on the screen. So if you adjust the screen down just a little bit to where it's actually supposed to be, to where it's perfect, some of that stuff doesn't line up and it just looks really bad. So we just looks like it's been slightly too large for decades, so we left it that way. And it's just a minor little thing, so no biggie. Everything lines up pretty well. But you'll see whenever we're playing that you'll still be able to read insert coin over there on the right, and Seawolf up there at the top because of the burn-in. But it's an extraordinary game, pretty interesting, very fun, and always impressive to get one that's 40 years old that wants to cooperate and comes back to life and starts working and doing its thing. So I'll set up the tripod. We'll see how we can film it. It might be hard for me to film it through the periscope for you because I'll be moving the periscope. So I think what I'll do is I'll film one little video through the periscope where I don't move it much, and then I'll film one from the side so you can see the periscope moving and shooting the different ships and all of that. So be back in just a second. Alright folks, so this is the view through the periscope. Now I can't really turn the periscope much. I guess I can a little bit. I can turn it a little bit and you'll still be able to follow it, so I guess we'll be alright with that. If I go too far, yeah, see, if I go too far it's going to hit the camera. So I'll turn it, and so you can kind of see how it goes, and basically you're trying to miss the mines and hit the guys and bam, bam, bam. Now on this one, I don't know if they're all like this because I haven't had one in the past that I really paid all that much attention to, but basically whenever the missile fires, your crosshairs are more accurate kind of up where the ship is. The missile doesn't always come out of where the bottom is, like this part is. It's more like where this part is. So we'll play a game and see what you think. Got the sound turned up a little bit too, so here we go. Oh, there's the PT boat. It's kind of hard. I'm playing through the camera, kind of hard to do. Man, he's hard to hit. You can't see the top where it says how many shots are left. Oh, I missed him. My timing's off. Oh! Game over. Let me see if I can get it where you can see the yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Okay, we'll do it again like that because you'll be able to see the shots at the top of the screen. Missed them. I never get that one. Little sucker. Oh! Still missed him. Yeah! Give me that 700 points. Alright, so there we go. Now, you see where it says high score, 2,500. So if I hit the button, it gets rid of it. What kind of joke is that? Alright, so I'll move the tripod a little bit so I can play it a little better through the periscope, and you can just watch from the side. You won't see the little crosshairs and everything, but you'll just have to deal with it. Okay, so that's what it looks like if you're kind of looking over somebody's shoulder watching them play. And from this angle, you'll be able to see all the burn in a little better and stuff too, so you can see what I was talking about with that. But here we go. rob me. I think I'm coming up with a strategy on that guy. Reload, it says. Yeah. Missed him. So I got the extended time. Yeah, he came right into my plot. I mean, right into my... Fell right into my plan. Yeah, pretty good, 6,400. So I think what you need to do whenever that this comes on is you need to get ready, and as soon as you see him, go almost all the way to the other side of the screen and shoot. But, wow, what a cool game. I really like these old ones because you can't really reproduce this kind of stuff on a home system or anything. You pretty much have to have the original cabinet to play Seawolf. I mean, you can make a copy of it and play something similar on your iPhone, but the whole deal with the cabinet and the periscope and the lights and the stupid noises and everything, there's really no other way to play it but with the original game. So we always like these. These are really works of art in my opinion. But there you go. That is Midway's 1976 Seawolf. Now, by the time you see this video, we may have sold Seawolf. It may have buzzed off to someone else's home, so we might not have it for sale. If you're looking for something like this for sale, check out our website. Go to lionsarcade.com, and we've got prices, pictures, and descriptions of all of our games that we have in right now on our website. We've got a showroom chock full of them at all times. Now, if you're local, come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And like I said, we've got a showroom. We've always got a bunch of stuff in. I've got some of them on tonight in here messing around a little bit. So we've always got some stuff for sale. Or if you can't get by because you're not local and you're not going to check out the website because you're not looking to buy one, you just like watching these videos, well, hey, that's fine. That's why we put them up for free. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and every time we film another video, we will it'll send you a little email or a little alert and let you know that there's some new arcade goodness going on at Joe's Video Games. So we will see you on the next video.